Today's lesson is on CPR and AEDs. We are moving into this. This is not a part of our regular curriculum, but this is what we're doing today because it's something that I feel very strong about. It's something that I have a lot of experience in. I've been licensed since 1998, and I feel like this is something that everybody should do. And it's an important part of living in a society with as many people as we have today. There's always somebody, somewhere that needs help, and we need to be ready to help them. And, you know, CPR has been around a whole lot longer than what people think it has. It's in 1741, some French physicians recommended, they came up with a procedure for doing CPR that far back. So it's been around a long time. And the main thing to remember about CPR, any kind of emergency situation, when you roll in there, is be calm. Just don't get off flustered. Don't start ripping and running. Just keep things calm. Do what you need to do. And the first thing you do is when you walk in and you see something going on that doesn't look right, you know, step back and assess the scene. Look and make sure that there's not something else that could happen. Make sure there's no, you know, if you find some victim laying in the street, check the traffic. Make sure there's no more traffic. Don't be flying up in there, you know, trying to help somebody that's laying in the middle of the road. You need to move into a safe place. Go ahead and, once you assess the situation, you check to make sure make the check for consciousness. If the victim is conscious, you know, and they respond, you need to just slow down and really look things over then. You need to check see if they're bleeding. You need to see what kind of help they need. And this is a time where if they're unconscious, this is when you send for help. If you've got 3 people there, send 2 people. Send one of them. Get somebody out there to get professional help in. Because that's where you need to, once you start CPR, you can't stop. You know, so that's when you need to send for help. You need to get somebody moving. The new procedure, what they're recommending now is don't check for a pulse. Don't waste a lot of time checking for pulse because people don't know how. You know, you see them on TV, they run up there and they put their fingers up right there. Well, they don't know what they're doing. And you don't either. You're not trained, so don't do that. You're wasting time. What you need to do is check for breathing. If they're breathing, you know, just get them stretched out, get them laid out where they're comfortable. But don't breathe for them if they're breathing. But if they're not breathing, that's when you need to start your breath. And you do the rest of your breath. You lay them out flat. Keep the head down, the chin up. You've already checked, make sure there's anything in your mouth. You get that out of your mouth. And then when you place your hand on there, place one right here, 2 fingers up from your sternum. You put your other one over the top of it like that. And that's when you start doing your compressions. You'll do 30 of those, and you'll, just like what you showed me. Do 30 of those. And then do breaths. If you've got help, do breaths. That's another new part of the procedure. As they're saying that the rescue breaths are not near as important as the compression. So you stay on your compression. If you've got somebody with you, you can do the breath. The main thing is to keep the blood moving so the arteries don't shut down. That's your whole thing. That's what you're shooting for. Is keep that blood circulating. And, you're not always going to have one of these. That's, you know, and then you got to make that call. If it's, you feel good about doing it like without one, do it. But you need one of these. Too many diseases out there that we don't know about. Right, there's your cycle, 30 chest compressions and 2 breaths. So that's if you have help. But you've got to continue that. Once you start CPR, you've got to continue that until somebody shows up. You know, until your professionals show up. talk about the AED. It's an automatic external defibrillator. It's what you see on television when they hit that thing, and you know, with the movies, and they hit that thing and you jump up. That's it. They're so automatic. If you can just get your hands on one. They tell you, they talk to you and tell you what to do. Once you turn it on, it's just pop, 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 pop. You just put the paddles on there, you hook it up, and they put it, you know, they tell you what to do. You just do that, and you know, you save somebody's life, you've done something. Anybody got any questions?
Who started CPR?
You got questions on this? Must be doing a really good job.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Is there a certain place you gotta attach them sticky pads?
Well, it's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they're so automatic. They tell you where to place them. They tell you what to do if it's a child. They tell you where to put them. We'll have to get one down here one day and show them about. When you turn it on, if there's a heartbeat, it won't do it. You know, if there's a heartbeat, it won't pop. It's a, you know,
So it automatically recognizes.
yeah. But if there's no heartbeat, you hit that button and go. It'll sit there and it'll scope out the situation and then it'll just kick. If you don't get a heartbeat, leave your pads on, start all over again, leave your compressions, and then hit them up. Hit them again. Now this is after you've got the breathing, the heartbeat. We'll show a slide of that, what they look like when we do that. Surely we're 10 minutes in already. We're summarizing now. So we started at the very start. We've shown y'all, we talked about who started CPR. We talked about what to do when you first come up on a situation. We know how to assess the situation. We know how to assess the victim. We know how to get started, how to send for help. You know, if you've got a cell phone, call them. If you don't have a cell phone, you don't have signal, you have to send some of your help to get, you know, find somebody that can get to 911 and get somebody out there. We've helped them get their breathing started, we helped them get their heart started, we use the AED, and we're done.